Hey guys, so I wanted to kind of make this video. I've been saying that I was going to make it for a while now, and I just never did, so I guess now is the time. It's just talking about how I feel with my diagnosis that I got a few months ago of spina bifida occulta. Um, and don't get me wrong, there is definitely a huge difference between spina bifida occulta and what most people think of when they hear the word spina bifida. But it's just scary to know that you have a spinal disease that could cause you to lose mobility in the future. I think that a lot of people take their mobility for granted, and unless you have been in a place where you haven't been able to get around before, or you've been told that, you have the potential to lose your ability to move around freely, then I don't think you really understand what somebody goes through um, on a day to day basis, what their mind goes through. I honestly just feel like for me, um, it started for me actually 2 years ago when I was told that I had the spinal degeneration disease, where my doctor that I was seeing at the time told me that I was going to be in a wheelchair by the time I was 30, which is obviously really scary because I am 28 years old now, almost 29. So that's just a scary prospect to even think of the possibility of being in a wheelchair where you obviously are reliant on a lot of different things. You're not necessarily reliant on people, depending on the level of your disability, but you are reliant on a lot of things as far as accessibility goes. Whether or not there is access for a wheelchair in whatever building you need to go to, how you're going to get to the store, how you're going to get around, whether or not you have supportive people in your corner. And I think it's just really scary when you find out later on in your life. Obviously, it's not super late in my life because I'm only 28 years old, but when you find out later on in your life that you have a condition that you've had your entire life, it's scary. And, it takes a while to process that information. No, we're not talking to you, Siri. But it's just scary that, um, you know, that could happen. It's scary that you could lose your freedom, your independence. And I feel like, as someone who has pretty much always been able to do things for herself and always, been able to just get up and go whenever I feel like it and not really needing anyone there to help me, except for a few times when I did have mobility issues and after different accidents and things like that. Um, I've been independent for a majority of my life, and I've been, um, able to do those things. I've been able to walk around freely. I've been able to run and, jog and play soccer, little things like that, little things that people take for granted, just walking from, the bedroom to the bathroom, just walking from the bedroom to the kitchen, just getting up to get yourself something to drink. Things like that that people take for granted, I think, are a really big deal to someone when they are told that they have a disease such as spina bifida or spinal degeneration disease, where all of that could just be taken away in an instant. I could wake up tomorrow and not be able to walk. Um, I don't think that my conditions are that serious where one day I will just wake up and not be able to walk. I feel like it will progressively get worse until I get to that point. But, there is a day that is going to come when it could be that. You never know. Um, I don't know. It's scary. Um, the possibilities that are, on the horizon are scary, and I don't know what is going to come, but I am trying to stay positive and I am trying to enjoy my life the way that it is now, without those limitations for as long as I can. And I feel like that's one thing that people really need to realize is that you need to stop taking things for granted and just enjoy your life for as long as you can, as much as you can. Um, I don't want to be too cheesy, and that's really all that I have to say right now, other than, just talking in circles about the same thing and getting emotional and stuff like that. So I feel like I'm going to leave it at that. I might make further videos talking about my feelings as these conditions progress. Um, so you can probably look forward to that sometime in the future. But for now, that's all I have to say about this subject. So I will talk to you guys again later, and I hope you're having a great day.